There's TV episodes that are edited to be feature-length movies, but then there's feature-length films edited together to be a TV movie. The Supergiant Series, as it's called, is a string of 9 cheesy low-budget productions that were usually under an hour long. They were from Japan, created under a branch of Toho, and featured a Superman-like character named Starman. When they made their way to the USA, the distributor would mash up 2 or 3 movies, dub in new voices, and attempt to create a coherent story. There's Atomic Rulers of the World, Attack from Space, Invaders from Space, and this one, Evil Brain from Outer Space. I think the distributor maybe didn't care too much about the coherent story though. Evil Brain from Outer Space is compiled of the last 3 flicks from the Supergiant series, which were individually about a brain that has kinetic powers, a doctor who turns his daughter into a witch, and terrorists who invade a country. In each episode, Starman would of course show up and save the day. In the American recreation though, the brain takes center stage as the main villain, while everyone else is basically henchmen. There's an opening prologue explaining that the brain of Balazar has evolved since his death, and failing to take over the planet of Zemar, it instead decides to head to Japan because I suppose making sets for an entire planet wasn't cost effective. The production design is just laughably campy. I guess it's not any worse than what Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon were doing in the serials during the 30s, but this series came out in the late 50s and came to America in the 60s. This film came out the same year as For a Few Dollars More. Now that's quite a jump. The plot sometimes doesn't make too much sense, but Starman looks so happy that you can't help but ignore the flaws. You get a basic understanding of what's going on, and just try to appreciate the low-budget costumes that look extremely similar to the 60s Batman. Some of the costumes work pretty well, the witch and the brain look pretty chilling, and since it's compiled of 3 different movies, we get a lot of action and fights. It's actually choreographed pretty well, it's definitely the highlight. But I'm disappointed there's no giant monsters. I mean, it's in the title, Supergiant. Maybe he'll show up in the other 3 flicks. There's something likable about Starman. There's not really any character to him, but his costume is so goofy that you can't help but feel he's gotta be the most confident person on the planet. You know, this whole thing was really silly, but it's got charm that brings you back to a time when cinema was meant to expand your imagination and made us look up to heroes who could do no wrong. Okay, really? It was fun to watch something on this box set that didn't have an overly complex plot or implied situations that demand tons of research. Some of these plots can get so convoluted and unexplained, and here comes Starman to say, listen up, I'm the good guy and they're the bad guys. It's pure cinematic fluff. Highly recommended for fans of cheesy sci-fi. Thanks for watching the video. A special thanks to Ryan for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd like to join him and get early access to certain videos and have your name stamped on the end of videos and even request reviews monthly, then please click on the Patreon link, and thanks for the support.